when you could write a check, like you would get a check, but then you could write it over to someone else.
Nope.
Like on the back, like, never mind. I think you could do that. Maybe I just tried to do that.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. It's okay. Just dump your coffee in my car.
No, I didn't.
Are you scooting around and cleaning the seat with your butt?
I am. I feel bad.
Welcome to BustmobTV. In the spirit of living our life with intention, me and Gretta Nance found some time in our day to pause, grab some coffee, and chat about what's going on inside Bustmob. We'll answer some questions, spend some time with a special guest, and share ways to be more intentional in your daily life. Hop on in.
We're still discussing last episode.
Yes, we are.
And the differences between Britney Murphy and Britney Spears.
Apparently they're two different people. And she didn't know.
I thought she was just saying Britney Spears wrong.
Why would I do
Welcome.
Welcome to the show.
You can tell it's fall season because
Yes.
we both have hot coffee is back.
Hot drinks, yes.
It's a little chilly.
So let's tell you what's going on in Bustmob right now because it's really cool. It's funny I say that because my drink is so hot.
Hot.
I know. Are you okay?
Yes.
Oh my God.
That was hot.
She
I'm
scalded
silly.
her esophagus. One thing going on in Bustmob that I think is really inspirational is that a lot of women are telling each other like, hey, how can I make some extra money to pay off my boobs or to save up for my boobs or my tummy tuck faster? And a lot of women were talking about Uber Eats. And I have never even thought about that before.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I want to drive around with food. I did a short
You can't
stint
eat it.
as a food delivery person. It did not go well, but I fell in a hole. Walking around in the dark trying to find someone's front door is dangerous. So, I'm old.
I had no idea what direction that was going to go in.
But
I fell in a hole.
Well, I like, first of all, that just Bustmob is not just show me your boob pictures or answer this surgical question. Again, it's why we love the Wheel of Life. Finances are part of it. It's okay to talk about and it's okay to share and learn from other people.
And some people were like, Airbnb an extra room out in your house if you have one. Or if you're like Greta and you have a basement that's completely done, geez, you could Airbnb that thing out for a lot. I'll be the first one.
I'd be scared.
What is me?
Oh, no. You are more than welcome.
Scared.
You don't need to pay. You don't need to pay at all. Obviously, I could not afford to get my boobs done. So I went and worked at the plastic surgeon's office and actually just never left.
You're still here.
So that's also an option. Eggs. Harvesting your eggs.
I was
That's
like,
always
get
like a
chickens?
hot topic. I remember going down that rabbit hole early in my 20s and being like, I can make how much? So
it's insane.
yeah, we did a podcast on all the different ways that people have gotten creative to raise some extra money so they don't have to put the burden on their family or, just to pay off debt and all kinds of things.
Just sell part of your body parts. That's it.
No, liver and kidney probably important to keep.
But eggs?
Most people pay for their plastic surgery, though. A little bit out of pocket, but borrowing some money from some institution. Personal loan from your bank. Why are you laughing at me?
Institution. I'm like,
look how the big words I'm using today. Or a low interest or no interest credit card or medical financing companies like Care Credit or Alpheon Credit. Those tend to be a little bit higher. I mean, they're still good companies, but you're going to pay on average 14.9% for... Is that it? That seems like a lot.
It is a lot.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's listen to some questions. It's not going to work. It's going to go through the car. Something else.
What is the difference between an anchor lift and a lollipop lift?
Okay. To reiterate. Anchor lift, when we're talking breast lifts, or lollipop lift, two different types. What's the difference?
well, I could tell you, but we interviewed.
Yes, or she did a live, right?
She did a live, yeah. Dr. Roughton did a live.
This week it's been a hot topic.
Yes, inside of Facebook, inside of Bustmob. Dr. Roughton has been going live lately at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays, which has been really exciting. She's even been pulling some like anesthesiologists
She's
in.
the best.
Yeah, so great. But she was asked this question inside of Bustmob. So why don't we have an expert actually answer it?
Yes, not us.
I would love to know your opinion on an anchor versus a lollipop, as most doctors do the lollipop. You know what's crazy is that in this group, that's true. In Bustmob, I've seen that, but like across the country, it's not true. So the anchor is much more popular nationally. I mean, it's the one that most of us were trained to do when we were in training. But I'll tell you why I don't do it. Both of them are going to cut around the nipple, by the way. Let's see. All right, 2 breast lifts, right? This is a lollipop lift. Typically, your implant would go in through this hole, so not a separate incision. The nipple and the areola are going to move up and get resized to smaller generally. This breast tissue beneath the nipple is going to be thrown away, and the sides are going to come together, which gives you a lollipop type look. You're going to have a scar around the areola and a line down the front of the breast. Lollipop lift, because it looks like, you know, a dum-dum or something. The anchor lift is the one I did for a long time. And it kind of looks like this as far as the skin excision. These 3 points come together. So if you can kind of imagine it shrinking that way and that way. We make a new hole for the nipple. So it looks like very similar to the lollipop, right? But then also this incision in the fold. The first problem why I stopped doing it is because this area where the incisions meet tends to break down, like literally a third, a fourth, half, a lot of the time, like much more often than we would expect in a cosmetic operation to be putting ointment and doing wound healing things. But that's probably not even why I quit doing it, because that heals, and even though it makes you crazy, it'll heal. This I grew to not like. That in my opinion, it looked a little bit boxy, and I have no solution for that once it's boxy. So in my hands, this lift is by far the way to go. The one that's the lollipop versus the anchor, due to both the wound healing and the fact that it can look a little bit boxy.
Do you remember years ago when she first got on the social media
Yes.
and was like using crazy filters?
Yes.
She was a riot, but I was also like, this woman is nuts, and she is still nuts using less filters. And I love her so much though. Like her heart for giving information. Like we literally don't ask her to do that.
Nope.
She's like, oh my God, I finished early. Let me hop on here and answer some questions.
Love that.
Wonderful.
What's question number 2, Gretta Nance?
Are you ready? This was in the skincare group.
Okay.
So seasons be a-changing. So unfortunately, that means our skincare probably does too.
Yep.
You know what I Googled the other day?
No telling.
Quotes for skincare is a journey. It sounded like so lame, but it was that it never stops. It's never like you can get the right skincare product and situation and then put it on autopilot for the rest of your life.
That's a good point.
And I was trying to find a way to explain that to people. Unfortunately, it's just like diet or fitness or health. You can't just, your body changes, your skin changes, the seasons change, your environment changes. So unfortunately, you have to stay a little flexible. So hopefully this question, as we go into the fall season, will help.
The cool weather is here and my skin is dry. What treatments and products help with that?
We talked about this a little bit last week. Do you tend to get dry when like the heat comes on, there's less moisture in the air, you're inside
My nose starts bleeding.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah. Like I dry out completely.
Yeah. So are you starting to get dry?
Yes. I had a nosebleed this morning.
Oh my God, did you really?
Yes, I
Okay.
really
Well, just when I think I'm extra, someone else is a little more extra. I'm not that dry yet.
Yeah, I am.
But I have more combination skin. But I definitely, to me, dry is when you wash your face, even just really with really gentle stuff, and then it feels tight.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
That happened to me this morning. Obviously, nosebleed.
There are lots of good products and treatments you can do. I think I'm supposed to be mainly talking about BioCream because this is a great one. I have put it on this morning. But I mean, I can't not talk about the first step.
Yeah.
Hyalus, like, right? You've said if you only use one product sometimes.
It's just it feels so good putting it on. It glides on well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's like
It's not
a
heavy.
gel, but gel mixed with a serum that binds water to it. So to me, if you are really dry, you need 2 products. Almost like this very first, which helps to, again, draw in the moisture and hold it and do all kinds of other things. Let that soak in, put on your serums, put on your treatments. And then last, do the BioCream Firm. I mean, this is all of the good things that you get from a heavier cream without clogging your pores, but it has all the growth factors and peptide. Like, this is your anti-aging winter go-to. Oh, you brought
my favorite.
Really? So that's Nick Nance's favorite.
So it's the grandma cream.
Grandma cream.
That me and Nick Nance, her husband, use.
Well, we shouldn't say that. It's just because it's in this kind of beautiful pot and it smells nice.
Thick.
It's thick.
And I like it because it's thick.
Yeah. It weirdly, my husband, like, he has very dry skin and has rosacea, and he has found that to be like the most calming, soothing
I like
cream for sure. So that's a good one. Say what that is.
Obagi Hydrate Luxe. And I like it because some Obagi products to me are very strong, and I don't like that. But this one it's kind of a gentle smell, which I like. And I only put it on at night because I feel like if I put it on in the morning, it's a little too dense.
I just also want to double up with the growth factors in the like that will moisturize basically only. Yeah. You know, this will moisturize and anti-age. So I really like that. You can get it on realsimpleskin.com. As always, it's 20% off the whole site right now and free shipping. So that's really great. But another treatment that I like to try to put in maybe right around the Thanksgiving time is a hydrofacial. You know, you get that kind of glow, you get that, like, it has all these steps that drive product and moisture way down into the deeper levels of skin. Oh my God, you just said that with a very hard P. But it's true, because then they use the different LED lights to even force it down further.
See?
I'm trying to be serious here. I'm a big hydrofacial fan. It literally is like drink of water for your skin. I don't know if that really makes sense, but you really get that glow for a solid 6 weeks.
Glowing.
Penetration. Okay. Speaking of penetration... Should we talk about what we've been talking about on Brunch Club this week?
Might as well. We've been talking about romance and intimacy. So we both have like a section of our wheel of life that talks about marriage or relationships, but we were like, let's boil it down to like what we really want to focus on, and it was romance. And so for the past 3 Brunch Clubs,
Shark Week.
We did Shark Week, and no one understands when we say it.
No, it makes sense to us.
Yes, it does.
I think that was more helpful, at least, honestly, even for me, than dancing around all these topics, which is how our squirrel brain works. But this was like, let's drive down and penetrate the crevice of intimacy and romance, and we got some good tips.
We did. I like how we started out with challenging everyone to do the 5 love languages.
Yes, we did.
And
you got to figure that out first.
Once you know your love language, then you can go on to step 2, which is figuring out like what your partner's love language is, how they receive love, and how you receive love, because that's important. Then we went on and gave like tips and tools that we found helpful that could help you guys, like different podcasts you can listen to, different apps you can download to really enhance that part of your life.
Yes. My love language, and I only figured this out like 5 years ago, and so like what was I doing the whole rest of the time? I have no idea, just wanting everything, is words of affirmation. There are basically 5 love languages that you hear and feel love more loudly when you figure out that's my language. Like, there is acts of service and physical touch, quality time, gifts. And so when someone bought me a gift, that's nice.
That's cool.
But they're like, oh my God, I bought you a gift. Why are you not like dying inside? And I'm like, oh, that's not my love language. My love language is stroke me with words of affirmation. Tell me how much you love me and how well I'm doing. You know, that is so important to me. And luckily, I figured out my husband's is also words of affirmation. So
that makes it so nice.
We just sit around and say nice things to each other all day.
No, I love you. No, I love you. But you're the best.
No, you kind of have to do the other things as well. But those are the thing. Like, if I only have 5 minutes with him in a day, I'm going to text him and be like, hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm really proud of what you're doing today. I hope it goes great. What's yours?
Mine is physical touch and quality time. So for me, I feel loved when somebody like rubs my back, plays with my hair, sits close to me on the couch, that kind of thing, and spending time together, quality time. So like going for a walk together, cooking dinner together, watching TV at night, like those things really speak to my heart.
And don't you want to lean into what they want so you get your needs met as well? Like, it's a great tool to like fast track to better communication. And it's a free test. It's really easy to take. It's not complicated. Like, you can take it anywhere. I think there's even an app now, but if you just go to the letter 5 lovelanguages.com, there's a quiz and you can take it and then send it to them and then have a conversation about it.
But if you want to watch like the entire thing, our Shark Week on romance, you can check it out on Bustmob's Instagram. I save it to Instagram TV. We talk about the podcast, we talk about books, we talk about different ways to lean into your partner's love languages. So it's really cool. So definitely watch it on the play button.
We are right there working through this with you. So any tips, we love it when you guys share those on Bustmob Brunch Club as well.
We'll hope to see you there.
Yes.
But we need to get back in Bustmob.
Yep, let's not get fired.
Nope. That's important.
Bye. See you next week.
Thanks so much for watching. To join Bustmob, shop for swag, or follow me and Greta on social, click the links below. See you next time.